Well, the United Progressive Alliance government would be completing 7 years in May. And in the past 7 years, while on one hand we have endeavored to build a set of legally accessible rights for the people, ranging from the right to information to the right to education, the right to employment, and now the right to food, which is in the pipeline. On the other hand, we have attempted to liberalize the economic space further so that there is a level playing field for all the stakeholders, uh, cutting across the entire spectrum of sectors. Third, and most importantly, what India has attempted to do is see that its strategic communication with the rest of the world is essentially something which is predicated upon its own perception of what its national interest is. And in that process, very efficacious alliances have been strengthened, relationships have been energized, and India has been able to, whether it is the G20 or it's the other multilateral fora, articulate very effectively not only its own concerns but also the concerns of emerging economies around the globe.
The UPA government has come to the conclusion that the reason why it won re-election was that a lot of its welfare schemes went down well with the people. So it feels its focus should be on those welfare schemes rather than on the reform. It's not against reform, but from its point of view, they say, we've got enough to give us 8.5% growth. So this is not the area of focus. The area of focus is what welfare schemes will get me re-elected. That's the picture.
Insofar as domestic reforms are concerned, whether in education, whether in health, whether in the delivery of public services, that is going to move forward very quickly. Insofar as liberalizing the architecture for inviting foreign direct investment into infrastructure, into mutual funds, those are things which are already there in the pipeline. But insofar as key financial sector reforms are concerned, I think a very cautious policy call will be taken in the light or in the backdrop of the ADL-driven economic global meltdown, whose implications are still playing out in various parts of the world.
It is essential to get the opposition parties assent for the biggest reform proposal of all, which is moving to a goods and services tax, which requires a constitutional amendment. So they're going out of their way to woo the opposition party. But obviously, that lady might want to be bribed considerably before she will consent to do very much. I think it's very simple. You don't have to see the two as opposed to one another. Because yes, we must have that welfare. Yeah, that hungry fellow must get that extra meal. That sick man really must get a hospital bed. And meanwhile, why don't we liberalize the insurance and finance? I mean, there is no contradiction between the two. But if you don't do the welfare part, and you only try to focus on the reform, you will get into very serious trouble, electorally and within parliament and in the country as a whole. So I find nothing wrong with the welfare schemes, provided they don't spiral out of control in their total size. As of now, they have not spiraled out of control. So if you say 1% of GDP on various food subsidies, that's just fine. There's no problem. So you need to see that they both go together. You say, my heart is in the right place. I'm doing all this for the poor and the sick, and I'm going to reform. Then that is the kind of thing that will go down well. This is what the Congress party is trying. The main problem is it does not have a majority in the upper house. Because of this, it necessarily has to go slower than it might want.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Oh, the general question? Yeah, that's perfect. So just the last general question about India Forum. So how do you feel that India Forum informs your role or your current work?
Well, the India Forum is one more forum where we sit and discuss the relevance of what we are doing in India, the changes in India. The focus, of course, here is different. It's on the interlinkages with Europe and with America, which we often don't necessarily have at the top of our head. So we are able to focus on this particular area. I mean, it came up at the meeting. Some people saying that what you mean by reform in India is sometimes different from what outsiders think. And it is useful to put those two together. India Forum is a useful way to do it.